Okay, now that I have your attention, welcome to your numerology life path reading for the month of October 2021. So I had to put that up there in a way that actually grabs people's attention, because so many people will literally just go through the intro, and it's really important that you understand the overall context of the month. So that you can really factor in how this is actually going to affect your life path number. And more importantly, the intro is there and it's the same for everybody. So if you're literally just skipping the first part where I start to speak, you're going to miss the message where I tell you that the intro is important because it provides a context. That being said, this month is a universal month 6, right? So for all of us, the universal energy that this month is governed by is the number 6. Now 6 is in a lot of ways the number of home and hearth. It's the number of familial ties and responsibilities, but it's also more than that, right? So things that are really important for you to know for this month: educational pursuits this month are going to be highly favored, as will anything to do with that academic kind of sphere. Now, what's beautiful about this is this could be a really good month for you to dedicate yourself to some sort of educational program. Given the fact that we've got the Mercury retrograde taking place, this would also be a really good month for you to rededicate yourself to your studies. If there's something that you've been studying that you know you could pull your finger out on and you need to get back to, no matter how busy you are, if there's something that you need to pick your learning back up on or catch up on, this is the month to do it. This is the month to do that work, to get yourself back to where you need to be in your studies in some way, shape or form. So that being said, as I said, this is the number of the home and the hearth, right? So domestic life this month is going to take a huge upswing, whether this is clearing your gutters, mowing the lawns, chucking out the leaves, giving the house a new fresh coat of paint, all of the maintenance work. So not necessarily like the sexiest stuff in the world, but the stuff that really helps us take care of the things that we actually have is where you need to put your focus this month. Anything that you do in that regard will go a long way. So also community matters, right? So in a 6 month, the communities that you are tied to, whether those are digital communities, local communities or familial ties, this stuff really is going to come to the fore. It's going to be quite important for all of us in some way, shape or form. Given that 6 is that energy of maintenance, and it's also the energy of enhancing and balancing out the experience that we're having, this would be a really good month to check in with your tribes, to check in with your people, to make sure that you're giving enough to your familial, digital or local ties. This is a great month for you to maybe search out somebody in your community or find a group in your community that you want to belong to. If there's a new class that you want to take, if there's a group discussion that you want to join or something of that nature, this is a good month to do so. It would also be a really good month as well to use that Mars in Libra action orientated energy around relationships. If there's something of an active kind of energy that you really want to pursue or to help or to push forward, if there's something that you feel really viscerally connected to on a social level, this would be a really great month to get involved in that kind of thing. So I've also got here as well problem solving and solution finding. 6 energy is really great for this because it's very often like, when you're cleaning, when you're doing something monotonous and this amazing idea comes to you, or not even that. Sometimes when you're in the most random place or you're having a shower or whatever, like the idea to something or the answer or the solution to something will come to you. This is why getting into those tasks this month can actually be really, really helpful in some way, shape or form. I don't know, for me personally, I always find that when I go about, like when I start cleaning or doing something, it's like, because this is kind of free, like this kind of has a moment to say, okay, we can focus on all of the other stuff, right? It's really interesting. So Balance in relationships. I find this really interesting because 6 energy is ruled by Venus. The sun is currently in Libra, as is Mars, right? So there's a lot of focus on those kinds of energies at this moment in time, which I find really, really interesting and really intriguing, because balance in relationships in a 6 month is going to be really, really important. Dedicating time to your relationships, dedicating time to their maintenance, to their upkeep. What does your partner want? What does your partner need? Are you giving enough to your relationship? Are you assisting your partner? Are they giving those things back to you? Are your relationships balanced? Are they fair? Are they equal? Are they where they need to be at this moment in time? All of this stuff could be highlighted for you. If you're not in a partnership, what about the relationship or the partnership with yourself? How is that at the moment? How is the self-talk? Is the self-talk good? Is the way that you treat yourself and nurture and nourish yourself in balance, or is it just work, work, work at the moment? These are all things that you can look at this month and actually make some real headway with. Home purchases. So anything that you need to buy for the home, anything that you want to or maybe even purchasing a home itself. This month, because that 6 energy is in the rule, this would be a great month to tap into that energy. Now, here's the way that this is going to work, because obviously we do have the Mercury retrograde, and yes, we've got a lot of planets going direct this month, but what we need to consider here is this. If you are not a Mercury retrograde native, if you weren't born with that happening in your chart, recycling old items of furniture, upcycling, redoing, re-sprucing, like all of that sort of stuff. Go into thrift stores, or we call them car boot sales here, right? Or a yard sale or anything like that is highly favored. One, because you can get much better deals on anything that is second hand during a Mercury retrograde, and 2, because anything that you upcycle or recycle in some way, shape or form, you have a chance to really get the most out of. That's one of the ways that you could really get a lot out of this particular Mercury retrograde, because it's happening in the sign of Libra. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this would be a good time to purchase anything large and new. But if you were, excuse me, if you were born under a Mercury retrograde, free reign, right? You get to go nuts while the rest of us run around like headless chickens going, Mercury! You guys can sail through, right? So those rules don't really apply to you. And it's not to say that they always do when Mercury's not retrograde, because obviously it doesn't spend as much time retrograde as it does not retrograde, but it just means that you guys have the upper hand in this way. And I kind of find that interesting. It's almost like a cosmic gift or blessing. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give you guys an advantage here, whereas let's say somebody who has Jupiter in the 2nd house has the cosmic upper hand when it comes to making money, or do you know what I mean? Like, there's loads of, we all get some form of a blessing, but those of you that were born under a Mercury retrograde, that is yours, right? Okay, so that being said, this is a really good time to redecorate. It's a really good time to clean your house, the autumn or the spring clean. If you didn't get round to it when the autumn equinox kicked in, this is a perfect month to do so, absolutely. And also, this energy is a great energy to make a house a home. All right, so whatever that means to you, whatever you could do or get ready or bring into the home, that's going to enhance the experience of the house or the place that you live in becoming your actual home, or at least feeling more like home for now. Whatever you put in place this month could go a long way to creating that energy for you. All right, so with that said, that is your intro and overview. Thank you for sticking with it, and I will see you for your life path reading. All right, take care, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, you wonderful Life Path 33 person. Welcome to your October 2021 numerology. Let's get straight into it. So, this month, the way the energy combines with the overall energy of the month, it provides you with an energy that you are very familiar with, because it is the number 3. That being said, this is a month where things are supposed to be light-hearted, fun and free. Now, freedom is not necessarily something that you are unfamiliar with, because the 33 energy, when that pure potential that you have is unleashed, it really is limitless, right? So somewhere between the guy in Limitless and Lucy, that is the life path 33 when it expresses at its highest vibration. Now, that being said, the number 3 and the energy that you're exuding this month, or living or existing under, in or with, it really puts you in a space where you are building, where you're growing, where you're creating. Now, one of the things that I will say to you is this is supposed to be a fun, light-hearted, free month. This is a month for you to connect with the world, to connect with what you find beautiful, and to find beauty in the connections that you have. Now, because we're all under a 6 energy in some way, shape or form, this really is about getting stuck in and doing the maintenance on the things that we're personally working on. And for you, this is all about connecting with fun, having fun, you know, meeting people, going out to different places, checking them out. 3 energy is the social butterfly, and so this month you are being invited to build a network. If you've ever thought to yourself, oh, you know, I want some people to hang out with, or I want some new friends, or maybe friends that resonate at a frequency the same as mine, this is the month to get out there. Be really dynamic about the way that you approach new connections. Whether this is in person, whether it is, you know, over the airways. So when it comes to love and relations, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is such a beautiful energy, because it means that this month there is a light-heartedness to your relationship. It's fun, it's flirtatious, it's energetic, and this is about you really existing or coexisting in your relationship in a way that really enhances the experience for both of you. There's going to be laughter, there's going to be banter, there's going to be flirtatiousness, there's going to be you getting back to that honeymoon period and kissing in front of the kids where they're like, yeah, you know, like all of that kind of energy is very much floating around for you. Anything or anyone that is too heavy this month is something that you want or need to stay away from. So for those of you that are single, there are going to be invites aplenty, I can assure you. This is the month to get out there. If you are invited to parties, get-togethers, gatherings, anything to do with the artistic sphere, you know, festivals, museums, theatre, shows, like all of that kind of stuff is highly favored this month. And, you know, to be honest with you, with 3 energy, 3 and 5 energy, actually. I was going to say something there. I was like, okay, I better not say that. I might get told off. But no, I can say this. You guys are cool. And I mean this in the best way. And by no means is I am not slut shaming anyone, but 3 and 5 energy tend to be a bit slutty, right? Because they're flirtatious and they're fun and they're vibrant and they're emotive and they like to connect to things. So there could be more than one suitor, there could be more than one possibility or potential this month, and you have free reign over that. So enjoy it, right? That's my advice. If you're single, enjoy yourself, whatever that means to you. For your money and materials and your finances this month, 3 energy loves to experience things, but it's also, if you're going to be spending money this month, spend it on things that you truly find beauty or joy in, right? So if the 5 energy, I often say to people, spend money on experiences, but for you, it's not just about the experience, it's about having something that lasts or is left over that is truly beautiful to you. So whatever you deem to be truly beautiful, whatever, you know, whether this is music, whether it is, you know, buying yourself an instrument, whether it's buying yourself some new plants. This is another thing as well. If you're going to spend money on the home this month, like we're all likely to do in some way, shape or form, this month, bring the outside in. Surround yourself with plants, natural beauty. Surround yourself with exotic things in some way, shape or form. Things that really lift your spirits. Whether this is fresh cut flowers once a week, or, you know, maybe you buy yourself a plant and you decorate your home with more living things. That could always be as far as I'm concerned, that's always a good thing to do. But yeah, you know, tap into that and see how it speaks to you. When it comes to your, for those of you that are employed, this month you are the fun, right? You are the fun, you are the glue that holds everything together. You're going to find that maybe you're put into that role and it's a supporting role, yes, absolutely, but it's usually the most important one. The person or the thing that can hold the team together is usually the most important part. And in a lot of ways, I like this for you because it means that you're having fun while doing this. It's not like, oh my gosh, the sky's falling in. Like, you're making a joke out of it that everybody can laugh about. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, etc., this is a month to network your tushy off. I mean, connect with anybody and everybody that you possibly can. All right. So this is a month for you to really get into that, right? Really have fun with it, like delve into it. This is a month to go to that, you know, that business seminar, go to the, you know, attend the webinar, all of those things. Anything where you're gaining new information, but in a fun way about what you're doing or growing your business could really help you advance things. For those of you that are looking for work, connect to your network. The people that you know will be able to find you a job this month. If you are looking for work or you've been out of work for a long time, this month, hit up your network, specifically and particularly your friends, your tribe, your network, the people that you socialize with. One of them will have the answer for you. When it comes to those of you that are retired or no longer working, I would probably say that this energy really gives you time, freedom, space, energy to really get back into what you feel is truly joyous. Okay, so just something to consider. For your best steps for this month ahead, have fun, right? Be energetic, get into it. That is probably the best advice I can give you, right? Be the butterfly, be the social butterfly. Go from here, there, and everywhere. Connect with everyone and anyone that you possibly can. And then your warnings for this month. This month can make you a little bit of a spendthrift. So, you know, 3 energy can be a little bit frivolous with money. But hey, listen, if you're getting something beautiful and something wonderful out of it, you're kind of in a good space regardless. All right, all in all, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.